Wow. It has gotten dark on you, brother. It's got dark. Ain't this a blip? Wow. Oh, man. As always, in the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on the World Wide Web. I'm known as the mighty. Angel Snub 7. I am also your soul brother, #1. Wow, it got, man, I guess it's getting close to daylight savings time. It got dark on me pretty quick. Yeah. Man, I just want to talk with us real quick about this this thing called pro-blackness. Your boy, the Advice Show, got in a little trouble because he's supposed to be pro-black. I have known Philip Scott of the Advice Show since 2008, and I never remember him being pro-black. Whatever that is. I don't know. People have different definitions. We want to talk about what that might really mean to be pro-black. We're going to talk about that, okay? In the meantime, this is a disclaimer. The views expressed here are not necessarily those of the Mississippi Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, because the campaign has nothing to do with nobody's personal belief, opinion, so forth and so forth. Your religion, your political ideas, nothing. Operation Exodus Mississippi is for those who can set aside their personal beliefs, and the only thing that must be done is to use your voting power, inspire the residents of that state, Mississippi, who dominate the population, inspire them to use their vote to go to the polls, to take control of their political system so they can control the laws. Thus, they can change the laws and do things, you know. It'll be a benefit to them. And actually, it'll be a benefit to us because it will, in order to do this, you must inspire the whole nation to make this one geographical place where they can take control of the political laws, so we can create a safe haven, a sanctuary state, like they have sanctuary cities for these immigrants. It's very simple. But in order for us to pull this off, we must set aside personal belief, and it has nothing to do with your lifestyle or none of that. Just bringing an advantage to those who don't have that, which we should have anyway by the law. But as you know, that's not how it goes. So we are wanting to take our destiny in our own hands. So let me say that again. A disclaimer: the views expressed by myself are my views personally, has nothing to do with Operation Exodus Mississippi. Nothing to do. Has no influence on the plan to take control of a state. Now you may think that just what I just said may be simple, but if you pro-black folks, now look, there's always exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions to the rule. So please don't come holler at me and get angry and upset because you might be pro-black. I'm not talking about you. But there is a very strong section of people who are pro-black, people who are black supremacy, black conscious, blackity black, black on a black. We want to talk about that real quick. what brings me to this conversation tonight is that earlier today, I was on a live stream, and the subject matter was really what is pro-black, okay? And also, they brought up Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, I want to show you how pro-black people are hypocrites. I want to show you how pro-black people are just plain stupid. Pro-black people don't use common sense. They don't use reason. Matter of fact, one of these Pan-African people, whatever, I don't know what they really call themselves, they told me you don't need common sense. Maybe that's your problem. It's thousands. Look, it's thousands of these Pan-Africanists. It's thousands of these black conscious, thousands of these blackity-black folks. And they have accomplished absolutely nothing at all. You don't even see a bubblegum machine. But they are gods, they are kings, and they are queens, and they are all these different things. But yet and still, they can't accomplish nothing. In fact, we as a people in this nation have not attempted to do anything really since the civil rights movement. We are living off the blood, sweat, and tears of people who took some kind of action way back in the 1960s, 50 years ago, with all your pro-blackness, all your African supremacy, all your Pan-Africanism, all your Black Muslimism, all your Hebrew Israelitism, Kemetic-ism, whatever your isms is, have not accomplished nothing since the civil rights movement. Then you have a lot of these people have the nerve to criticize Dr. King, criticize Marcus Garvey, criticize whoever, and they have not accomplished nothing. I don't want to keep you long. I just have this on my mind. I want to knock some dirt off my shoulder. Quite literally. That's knock some dirt off my shoulder. Look, I want to just deal with this Umar Johnson thing. Matter of fact, really because of just to piss some of these people off, I probably will start talking about Brother Dr. Umar Johnson, just to piss these people off, because they are into hero worship, and their hero can never make a mistake. You cannot hold their hero accountable for nothing. Their heroes never do nothing wrong. Don't say nothing about Brother Polite. He don't do nothing wrong. Don't say nothing about Sonetta. He don't do nothing wrong. Don't say nothing about Umar Johnson. They don't do nothing wrong. Don't say nothing about Farrakhan. They don't do nothing wrong. The key word here is they don't do nothing. And that's wrong, because they taking your money, they taking your time, and they giving you nothing. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, why do the so-called Negro love the white man? Because he gives you nothing. The reason why you support Dr. Umar Johnson is because he gives you nothing. The reason why you support Louis Farrakhan is he gives you nothing. The reason why you support Sonetta and all the rest of y'all folks that y'all love and adore, because they give you nothing. Now, on my channel, I'm probably the only person, I go in my own pocket and I actually give money away. Everybody else is taking. Everybody else is saying, give to my Patreon. Support my channel. Their channel is monetized. The only thing they want to do is take. Take. They don't never give you anything. But see, that's the ones that you love. That goes to show you that somebody is suffering. You got a mental problem. That you will reject those who love you and really want to give you something, and you embrace those who take. They only want to receive from you. You got a problem. But that's all right. If that's what you want to do, then do it. There's always a consequence. There's always you have to pay a consequence for your actions. Now let me show you how hypocritical and how non-thinking these pro-black, whatever, pan-black conscious, pan-African, whatever they are, the ones who love, and I support Umar Johnson. Now look at this. Very simple example. Now check this out. You go to the gas station, okay? And you put your credit card in the machine or you pay cash or whatever. And then you pull the lever, take the gas cap off your car, and you put the nozzle into your tank, and you expect to get some gas, right? Now listen, don't you? You expect to get some gas. There is an unwritten contract that if I give you money for gas, when I go out to this pump, I'm supposed to get gas to put in my car. Now, just so happens you're not getting any gas. So you go to the store owner and you say, hey man, I just gave you $10 for some gas. Where my gas at? They give you an excuse. Well, we ran out. Come back tomorrow and I give you, I make sure that you get your gas. So you come back tomorrow and they have the same problem. You're like, hey man, where my gas? You got my money? Where the gas at? I had a wedding to go to. I missed the fuel truck. So we didn't get the gas. We'll have it tomorrow. Then you come back the next day and you get my point, okay? Pretty soon, you listening to these excuses, but pretty soon after a certain period of time, what do you say? You ripped me off. You are a thief. You stole from me. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to report you to the proper authorities. That's what you're going to do. That's what happens when you are normal. But when you are abnormal, a man can tell you, give me money for a school, and you give him the money, and then you wait for a certain period of time, and the man there's no school. But see, in the Pan-African mind, in the black conscious mind or whatever, for some reason now here you are, because you didn't get some gas, you want to call the people that own the gas station, you want to call them a thief and liars, scam artists, you going to call the police and whatever. But for some reason, I don't know, but when Umar Johnson basically do the same thing, it's all right. Now tell me. Now you tell me. I already know. If one of these Pan-African, black conscious, whatever they want to call themselves, if they go to a gas station and don't get any gas and keep getting all these excuses when you done gave these people money, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to complain about it. Because you gave this guy money for gas and he's supposed to give you gas. You gave Umar Johnson, I don't care how articulate he is, some of y'all might think he's real handsome and pretty, whatever you're obsessed with him about, this has nothing to do with his teachings. I like Dr. Umar's teachings. I like what he has to say about the black boys and psychiatry and all like that. That's not the problem. The problem is, Dr. Umar, the problem is you took this money, you said, I'm going to give you a school. And we've been waiting a long time. Just like this guy gave him $10 for gas. Where's my gas? So based on that logic, we need to open up gas stations in the black conscious community, wherever that is, so that these people can come buy gas and don't get it because it's all right. It's all right that you don't give them nothing. It's all right for you to go to McDonald's and don't get your cheeseburger that you paid for. It's all right for you to go to Kmart and buy a sweater and they don't give you the sweater. It's all right to the Pan-African, that mentality, that black Muslim mind, whatever it is, all these who support Dr. Umar, it's all right for you to give somebody your money and they don't give you nothing. According to their sick, illogical mind. Because it's Umar Johnson. Oh, so since you don't like or don't care nothing about the guy that's selling you gas, it's a problem. But if you like him, I guess he can have your $10 or $20, whatever he got from you for that gas. Your thinking does not sound logical. Your thinking sounds crazy, insane. It don't make any sense. But see, this is what happens when you have a slave mentality, because when you're dealing with a slave, Massa can't do no wrong. Massa can beat you. It's all right. Massa can rape you. It's all right. Massa can do anything. There's always excuses for Massa. Dr. Umar Johnson is Massa. Louis Farrakhan is Massa. Sanetta is Massa. Many of these people out here is Massa. Well, how you doing that, son, Capricorn? You absolutely right. You absolutely right. Now, sit here and tell me that I'm wrong. Sit here and tell me that I'm in error. Because you and I both know if you go to a gas station or to the barbecue rib joint or wherever you go and you pay your money, you're going to want what is expected of it. What makes Umar Johnson different? Umar Johnson said, give me your money, I'm going to give you a school. Now, if the person, right, they all want cash for nothing. They tell you these pretty stories. Now, you and I both know the proper thing to do if they don't have any gas at the gas station is to give you your money back, give you a refund. Do something to solve that problem, because you gave your money looking for a service or a product. You gave your money to Dr. Umar Johnson, has nothing to do whether you like him, I like him or not, has nothing to do with charging him with a crime. You gave him money to produce a product or a service. And you have gave him a lot of time. He has not produced. Umar Johnson is in the wrong. These pro-black folks, they make excuses for ill behavior. Their heroes can do no wrong. That makes you sick. That makes you mentally unstable. And that's why these persons are not producing nothing. And we are fools to continue to follow that type of insane mentality or mindset. They have nothing. The black conscious community don't have a pot to piss in. Well, brother, what do you do? I'm not supposed to do nothing. I'm not responsible for you. When you make me your leader and you give me $700,000 like you done Dr. Umar, or you give millions of dollars like you do Farrakhan and all these other suckers, then you hold me accountable. I guarantee you I will not treat you the way they do. I'm going to take your money and give you results or give you your money back. I'm not going to do what they do, because that's not good character. You don't have no integrity. And definitely you don't love black folks. You are exploiting the people. And yes, I have a problem with that, because you are an exploiter. It's plain as day. Now you tell me that my example does not, what they say, hit the head on the nail. Let me see you squirm out of that. You can't. It's very simple. I give you money for a product, you're supposed to give it to me or give me my money back. Or ask me, can I have this? And if you let me have it, okay. That's not what's happening. You got a person that the community has given this man thousands of dollars, and he has not given you nothing. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to the black boys that y'all claim that y'all want to help. It's not fair. Why are you holding on to this money? Or maybe it's already spent. Well, you know what the Bible said. Whatever is in the dark shall come into the light. I don't have to charge Umar Johnson with no crime. I don't have to charge him with nothing. I don't have to prosecute him, nothing. We will see. Because pretty soon this can't go on forever. But it looks like it's the ending, the reality is not going to look pretty. This man is going to make a fool out of a whole lot of you. That's just the reality of it. I don't see nothing good coming. I don't. I wish. I like Dr. Umar Johnson as a person. But when you do wrong, I don't support when you do wrong. I don't support that. I'm not like you. If you see me do wrong, put me in check. If you see me in error, put me in check. Because I can make an error. I can mess up. One thing, I don't play with people's money. Playing with people's money, when I was growing up, get you killed. A lot of these guys, I don't know what y'all mentality is, but I know a lot of these guys, when I was growing up, they be seriously hurt or dead. Because, you know, when I was growing up, guys will shoot you over $5, let alone 700,000. Now, I'm done with Umar Johnson. Not really. I'm going to keep talking about Umar Johnson because I know it pissed some folks off because they crazy like that. That's their hero. Don't talk about my massa. That's my massa. Massa don't do no wrong. Woo, man. Let's talk about pro-black, y'all. We're going to call it a night. I was on a live stream early, and brother was trying to explain what African supremacy is, and they wanted to know what is pro-black. Let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this, and I'm going to try not to laugh, okay? I mean, because the whole thing is funny. The thing about being a pro-black person is you confused. The thing about a pro-black person is you are intellectually illiterate. You know, you have all this knowledge. This is, have you ever heard the old saying, too smart for your own good? I mean, you can quote books, you can quote DVDs, and talk about science and history, and still look like a damn fool. People think because they know some science, or they know some history, or whatever, they think they really believe that's showing that they are smart. Not always. It's according to how you apply things. Now look, let's deal with African supremacy, okay? 2 words. African supremacy. Supremacy, y'all, now correct me if I'm wrong. Supremacy, because this is basic English, supremacy is the noun. African is the adjective. An adjective is something that describes the noun. The noun being a person, place, or thing. My English is bad, so correct me if I'm wrong. Now, African. What is African? Well, African, really don't know what the hell is African. Okay, well, I guess that makes reference to a continent. Okay. Africa is a continent. It's not a people. It's not a people. I hear you, son. Son in the Capricorn. Okay, Africa is not a people. Africa is a continent. And you're saying African supremacy. So supremacy, I'm not going to look the word up. When we talk about supremacy, we mean being better or greater than something else or whatever. It's supreme. That's the definition we're going to use. Okay? So what you're basically saying in these two words, you're saying that Africa is supreme. So if Africa, the continent, is supreme, that means the other continents, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, South and Central, South and North America, whatever, the other continents are inferior to Africa. And that's the way a lot of pro-black people look. Africa is greatest. It's the home where human beings was born and all these different things and blah, blah, blah. So you're saying that Africa is supreme. But at the same time, you are contradicting yourself because you're saying that I'm not saying that I'm supreme. I just want equal justice. Equality is... See, that's what a confusion. I just want to be equal and treated right like everybody else. But you're saying that you are supreme. There's contradictions, y'all. Because if you're saying or making a claim to be supreme, that means somebody is an inferior. And in this case, you're saying that the dark-skinned people are superior to anybody else on this planet. In other words, the only thing you're doing is being a racist wannabe. You copying your massa because the word African did not come from no dark-skinned people on this planet. That word in and of itself came from the races. The word black came from races. There's no dark-skinned people. These are things that these folks just ignore. They just ignore. Black, African, Negro, colored, all that did not appear until the Europeans who became racist, they done that. That's their words. No dark-skinned people on the planet talk like that. They don't talk about, prior to races, they don't talk about black and white and colored and Negro and all that stuff. Then they don't talk like that. They talk about my tribe, my nation. When they talk about Africa, they don't even really mention the continent. They talk about their nation and their tribe. That's what they talk about. I was trying to keep up with your comments, son, but I can't do that. So I'm not ignoring you. Believe that. Now, look, because this is on my telephone, I really can't check out the comments that well. But yeah, so those two words together, you need to find a different definition because you have contradiction. If you're talking about something is supreme, something must be inferior, and when you have a relationship like that, then you cannot make a claim talking about, I just want to be treated equal, I just want fairness. When you talk about something that is supreme, supremacy, African supremacy, in other words, you're saying black supremacy, supremacy of black people over all the rest of the people on the planet, which makes you a racist because that's where you got it from. That's where all this stuff at the root of it come from. It came from your slave massa. But at the same time, you said that you don't like white folks, but that's where all this mentality and this mindset come from. From what your experience dealing with racist Caucasian people. That's where it come from. Now, pro-black. First, okay, you pro-black. Again, what is black? People born in America, they call themselves, we are called black, right? But then you have, but you said that the Africans are black. And then you said that some of the Asians was black. And you said even some Europeans is black. Wait a minute. Okay, so what are we then? I thought we were black people. How are they black people too? Oh, they black Europeans and they black Asian. Yeah, but see, look, but they have specific names. So-called black Asians have a certain name of people that they come from. When you talk about African, they are Somali, Ghanaian, Congolese, things of that nature. That's what they have. Black people is just like this. You have chickens. They all chickens, but chickens come in many varieties. So chickens are all over the place, but chickens come in different varieties. So black people is a people or a race, but there's different variety. So what is the variety of the so-called nigger in America? Well, I just said it. We were called Negro. We were called colored. We were called the N-word. That's what we are. That's what we were. We're black people, but we're Negro. We're colored. And of these others have their name, but we're all black people. See, the whole thing, see, when you get involved playing the white man's race crap, it's all confusion and contradictory. But this is this is what we're doing here. Also, mind you, black is a color. Black is simply a color. It's not a people. What people are we? Understand? It's a people. It's not a people. It's a color. And most of you are not even black anyway. You're dark brown. Some of y'all are high yellow, high red, or whatever. So why, if you high red and high yellow and all that stuff, why are you black people? When our people, the so-called Negro in America, when we can be from the lightest of light to the darkest of dark, how are we a black people? The whole thing is contradictory. Now, this is the killer. I'm pro-black, whatever that is. You right, see, Sun and Capricorn, that's right. Most blacks, I'm gonna say all. I'm gonna say all. The so-called black race is a mulatto race, whether you like it or not. Many you can be pure black. The reason why you can be pure black because we've become our own mulatto hybrid type race, and you can be pure black, but you cannot be pure African because as soon as we see that there's some kind of mix in your bloodline, you're not pure. But you can be pure black because that's what pure black is. Pure black can be almost anything. That's why we can look like from the lightest of light to the darkest of dark. Because we got all this in our gene pool. Including, because of rape, the European bloodline. Whether you like it or not. So when we talk about so-and-so is biracial, so-and-so is a mulatto, it don't make any sense because that's what black is. The only difference between me and President Obama is President Obama actually knows his Caucasian mother. I don't have no idea what may be running in my veins. I don't have no idea. But I can be part of the black race, which is a product of chattel slavery. A mulatto we have all kinds of different stuff running in our veins. We just want to ignore, we just want to ignore the breeding farms and do farms even on the plantations. Mothers was forced to and got pregnant by their sons. Daughters got pregnant by their fathers. You talk about Africa. We talk about Africa. You don't even know with your biological lines is in America, let alone talk about in Africa or some island or Native American. You don't even know. You don't even know your biological lineage right here in America. Let me say this too. When the so-called Negro, our ancestors, the slaves, when we were released, when we were set loose, we was not made free. We was set, our ancestors was just set loose. Remember, our people, our children was traded from plantation to plantation. And so when this freedom stuff came, you might have that's right, I'm American and I'm proud of it. You're right. Because that's just what I am. That's just what we are. I don't have time to run around here to pretend to be something I'm not and shame of what I am. I am what I am. There's nothing I can do. No more. If your mother was a crackhead and your father was a drunk, they're your parents. There's nothing that you can do about it. Now, you don't have to be a crackhead. You don't have to be a drunk. But unfortunately, hey, if that's what your parents was, that's what it is. So you can talk all that, I'm a king and a queen, and I'm a pharaoh, and I'm a god. You can talk all that stuff all you want. Feel good stuff. But it's not reality. That's why things are not working out for you. Because you live in fantasy. And you cannot use a fictional solution to fix a real problem. Let's go back to this pro-black. Pro-black. I mean, it tells you, pro-black tells you what it really means, whatever black is. Let's just say black is the black so-called race. It's us. The descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin. It's us. Let's just say it's us. Pro-black. If I'm pro-apple, that means I like apples. All apples. Now, if I have a problem with some of the apples, I can't be pro-apple. Because, you know, I mean, those other apples are all right, whatever. See, when you pro-apple, you love all apples. If you pro-black, you love all black people. All soul brothers and sisters. I don't care what they are. But when you get to the point, these liars and these hypocrites and these fake pro-black folks, they pick and choose what they supposed to be what they supposed to love. Oh, if you are homosexual, I don't love you. If you a convict, I don't love you. If you married to a white woman, I don't love you. If you 3 foot tall, I don't love you. When you pro, you don't pick and choose. You love all. So y'all pro-black folks, black conscious, all of you that talk about you pro-black, y'all a bunch of liars when you reject the people that you talk about, that you love, that you pro. You are liars. Pro means you love all. You cannot pick and choose. You pick and choose. But that's just common sense. But a Pan-African told me, common sense don't mean nothing. I see that's why y'all having all these problems. Because you don't have common sense. You don't use reason. You don't use logic. You're not analytical. You don't think. Because you think you're so damn smart because you watched the DVD. But you ain't learned the damn thing. And you pro-black and you Pan-African, but you live like a damn European. Let me make this point. I'm going to call it a night, y'all. Let me make this point. How long was our ancestors slaves? How long were they denied the right to read and write? How long were they denied religion? Okay, I'm going to say that again. How long? How long was our ancestors denied the right to read and write. How long was our ancestors denied religion or God? Now look at this. No, I want to say this real quick to my chat room. The people, the brothers and sisters who claim that we are Native Americans, they have the same problem as the African folks. They have the same exact problem. They cannot make their case either. Same stuff. They have the same problem. They have the same problem. We are not Native Americans, Aboriginals, and we are not Africans, whether you like it or not. What is your purity standard? Who are you talking about? What Native Americans are you talking about? What Aborigines are you talking about? What is your purity standard? Because once you begin the mixing process, you're no longer pure. You're no longer that. Your ancestors was pure. Your ancestors was pure, but you're not. We are a product of chattel slavery. Bottom line, whether you like it or not. But then, look, where was I? Oh, yeah. Now, look. Okay, so our ancestors was denied all these things. Our ancestors was denied the right to read and write, religion and all that. I'm like the Riddler from Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. How did y'all learn about Kemet? How did y'all learn about Jesus? How did you learn about Islam? How did y'all learn? How did a slave who was denied the right to read and write, now you know about the Moors and Kemet and Timbuktu? How did a slave all of a sudden know all this stuff? Who is your teacher? Riddle me that, Batman. At the root of all y'all thinking, all this pro-blackness, at the root of it, at the very root of all of it, your teacher, it ain't Dr. Ben, it ain't Dr. Clark, it ain't Ivan Cinema, it ain't these people that y'all talking about. At the very root and foundation of your thinking and your mind process is the white man. The white man gave you Islam. The white man gave you Kemet. The white man gave you all this stuff, and y'all built from what the massa gave to you. Ain't no African, ain't nobody came from nowhere and taught you nothing. You learned it all from your massa, and y'all built from it. Because if you really begin to dig, that's where it all come from. Nobody, no other strangers from nowhere came and taught our people nothing. When we began to learn how to read and write, everything that we got came from our massa, came from the white folks. And y'all built on it. Prove to me that I'm lying to you. Who's the one that taught us all these things? At the root. Start digging till you get to the very beginning. Who taught y'all this stuff? Then you have the nerve to want to call somebody like me, Uncle Tom, I'm a coon, and all this other dumb stuff. And then on top of that, y'all live like Europeans. You talk all this African stuff, black conscious, and I'm so blackity black. But when we look at you, you look like a European. You speak English, you got the white man's money in your pocket, and you proud of it, and you brag about it. You ain't nothing but a chocolate covered, what's that? You chocolate covered vanilla ice cream. You as European as you want to be, a comfortable Negro. You are in no position to talk about nobody on no other black person. You are in no position to call nobody no coon, no Sambo, no bed winch, or none of that bull crap. Because all of you ain't nothing but slaves. All of you are. All that pro-black Kemetic Hebrew Israelite stuff ain't nothing but, all of you ain't nothing but a bunch of slaves. chocolate-covered Europeans with some sprinkles and some nuts on top. Make you feel good. That chemist stuff. Wow. Okay. Where did I leave off? Well, anyway, I was basically done anyway. I was basically done. I had some notes here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I want to say this, too. You got some idiots, black Muslims, followers of Louis Farrakhan, got the nerve to tell me I love the white man. I believe everything the white man said. But a white man, Fard Muhammad, is your teacher, is your God. And his mother is a white woman. And Louis Farrakhan's daughter-in-law is a white woman. Tell me, you got a lot of nerve to tell somebody that they love the white man and believe everything white folks say, when your God is a half white, which means he's a half devil, and his mother is Caucasian. And Louis Farrakhan's daughter-in-law is a devil. You got a lot of nerve. Hey, what's up, Mills? I was just wrapping it up. Yeah, I just wanted to get that. I just wanted to knock some more dirt off my shoulder, cause these pro-black African supremacy, pan-African, whatever y'all want to call yourself, they're very childish. You cannot even have a decent conversation with these people. They are so childish, they act like they are in the 5th or 6th grade. Hey, peace and respect you. Love you too, brothers. Thank you for being in the chat room, son, and all those who are listening. I thought I was gonna come out here and be by myself, but y'all never, even on this new channel, y'all come and support me. I love it. I want to remind us that I am in a recruitment drive. I would like to have 20 to 100 strong members, not supporters. I want people to help me build the foundation for this organization for Operation Exodus Mississippi. I don't mind supporters. It's nice to support, but I need your ideas. I need your creativity, because I can't do it by myself. And the team that we have, we know we can't do it by ourselves. We need people so that we can look at all sides of the coin, all sides of the box. Need your help. Operation Exodus Mississippi is very, very big. We have to make it to become a national effort in order for it to be effective. I cannot do it by myself. Need your help. So I hope that we get on the soul train, because these Pan-Africanists, the black Muslims, and all these people that's out here, if you're depending on them, look, if you're depending on them, we might as well just march. We might as well just march to the mass grave site. We might as well voluntarily go to the concentration camps, because they are leading us nowhere. Because they don't know what to do, and too arrogant to listen to common sense, logic, and reason. Those of you who come here, that's what you're looking for. And you're not looking to follow nobody. When you come here, you become part of a team. It's a team effort. I'm not a leader. I don't ask to be no leader. I don't want to be a leader. I want to be part of a team. So when we are successful, I can say, look what we done. Man, that's what I want to say. Not what I done. Look what we done. And with that said, y'all, until next time, I'll probably see you this weekend and make a couple of videos or whatever. I might do a live. And yeah, thank you for joining me. As important as always, my ancestor Don Cornelius would always say, thank you for listening. I will keep it up. I have no choice. I got to keep it up. Got to keep the soul train moving, keep it on the tracks. But as important, I wish us, y'all, love, peace, and soul. Till next time, y'all.